Nowitzki for 3. Looked like his feet were together, Bob.
Yep. I'm convinced it makes a difference. I may be wrong, but when he goes up into the air, if he starts moving those feet around, moving those legs around, he doesn't shoot the ball as well. I'm convinced, and I've studied tapes to make sure that I wasn't imagining something.
10 to shoot. Gugliotta against Nowitzki the other way. On the double team, they find Robinson, who finds Garrity. And it's Nowitzki again as Trent clears it out.
Nowitzki's doing a lot of little things.
Another 3 by Nowitzki.
See his feet that time?
Scissored him that time.
His feet scissored that time, his right foot ahead of his left.
And there's Trent with the follow. Trent has 5. The Mavericks have the lead. About 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Robinson. Nope, but a foul called. Foul is on Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki with his first.
Watch Nowitzki on this shot right here when he goes up in the air. Watch his right leg. When he goes up, watch his right leg. See it come out there? It comes out ahead. I'm convinced it affects the release on the ball. And the guy coming into the game is certainly one of the best players you can come off the bench with in the NBA. He'd be a starter for almost anybody.
That would be Danny Manning. Robinson gets another free throw. There's Manning. Gugliotta going out. So now let's see how the Mavericks. Gugliotta is leaving the arena for the moment.
He missed 6 games with an injury. I don't know whether he has re-injured himself or what's going on, but he has headed to the locker room.
A hyperextended knee. He's back just for the second game since then. Robinson making the second free throw. A 1-point Mavericks lead in a low-scoring game. 5 minutes left in the first.
Mavericks not pushing the ball a lot, not hurrying the ball into the front court.
Finley backs it out with 9 to shoot. Nowitzki guarded by Manning. Dirk on the jump stop move. Dirk Nowitzki having a wonderful first quarter. 7 points scored.
Good call, J.D. It was a jump stop, and Nowitzki, good execution with the jump stop.
Finley on Kidd. Garrity leaves it for Manning. It's Robinson for 3. Finley the rebound.
Well, Trent was out and down the floor. There he is.
A.C. Green finding Nowitzki. Another 3 try. Rimming, no, and it's cleared by Manning. Rex Chapman. Finley another rebound.
Finley up in the air that time. Mavericks with numbers.
Got a 4-on-2 deal, and here's Trent being fouled going to the basket. Gary Trent to shoot 2. The foul is on Jason Kidd.
Good decision by the Mavericks to run that time. They had numbers. It was 4-on-2. Ball to Trent on the right side. He gets fouled going to the glass.
Trent 1 for 2 tonight. 64% on the season.
Pretty obvious that this Maverick team is playing with a greater degree of confidence. Winning will certainly do that. Nothing succeeds like success.
And Trent has made his last 2 free throw attempts.
Yeah, and Danny's been, it looks like he's been on a golf course today or something.
Somewhere in the sun, obviously.
Yes.
He's done pretty well against the Mavericks, as you saw, and 8 of those wins have come in succession. Trent makes both. The Mavericks have pulled out to a 5-point lead.
Intensity, they have to maintain the intensity and the effort, and don't get too cautious.
Kidd left it short.
Good defense by Finley. Good pressure on Jason Kidd by Michael Finley.
And that's Chapman breaking up that alley-oop attempt to Finley. Now Kidd leaves it for Garrity. Yep, and a foul.
Very important to remember that when you make a mistake against Phoenix, they will convert quickly to the offensive end. Pass was too low. Chapman got a piece of it. Kidd comes up with it. Now you must get back defensively.
A.C. Green with the foul, his first. And Garrity with 6 points already in the game.
You also have to be careful of the fact that Phoenix will feed off of that kind of a play. They'll put together a 3, 4, 5-minute period of time where they'll really pressure and push the ball offensively and try to get 4 or 5 quick baskets.
Nowitzki working on Manning. Got some space. Dirk Nowitzki put him away with a nice move. 9 points for Dirk.
How about the start for the rookie?
Remember, his season high is 16.
Beginning to show some promise. So rotation's got to get there. Got to get to Chapman.
He knocks out the 3. Rex Chapman with his first points tonight.
You could sort of see that coming from where we sit. We had a pretty good look at that ball rotation.
Mavericks lead down to 1 after they were up by 5. 12 to shoot. 2:50 left in the first.
I like this matchup. I like it for Finley.
Finley again.
That's why.
Now he shoots it in over Robinson.
Great example of reposting the ball. Finley gave up the ball outside. Every time I see somebody repost the ball, I think of Mark Aguirre. The Mavericks used to do that with Mark Aguirre all the time.
18-15 Mavericks.
Brad Davis, Derek Harper, Rolando Blackman, they would repost the ball. Oh!
And that's a charge on Robinson as Nowitzki took the charge. Clifford Robinson with his second and a timeout taken with the Mavericks up by 3.
He's got 9 points. He's doing a good job defensively, that time against Gugliotta. At the other end of the floor, offensively, a shot outside. Dirk Nowitzki gets a 3-pointer to go. He's operated inside against Danny Manning. Nowitzki over the top. He's got a couple of rebounds to go along with those 9 points. He's got 1 block shot, 4 out of 6 from the field. Now, what he has to do is don't get real excited. Don't break your own momentum by taking a bad shot. Your things are going your way. They're going to tighten up on you a little bit, so don't force it.
Robert Pack is in. The Mavericks with a rebound edge of 12-7. Pack in for Nash.
Now they're in a half-court trap. Phoenix half-court trap right now.
Nowitzki finds Finley for 3. Tipped away from Kidd by Nowitzki. Finley right back to the hoop.
That's the effort by Nowitzki. He gets no credit there statistically, but he is the guy that released the ball out of the defender's hands. Finley picked it up and scored.
So less than 2 minutes for the first. The Mavericks are back up by 5. Kidd now guarded by A.C. Green. Finley guarding Garrity off the ball.
And trying to front Garrity down low, Michael Finley.
Manning nails the outside shot. It's a 2-point basket for Manning.
Well, Phoenix is a club that has good size. It's amazing how many perimeter shots they take. Clifford Robinson at 6'10". You've got Manning 6'10", 6'11". You've got Garrity. They got big guys. They shoot a lot of perimeter shots.
Finley in the post, guarded by Chapman. Kidd the rebound.
That's still a pretty good shot from Michael Finley inside.
They're not dropping like they were last night. Gugliotta ready to come back on for the Suns, so apparently he was not re-injured. Robinson missing for 3, and Nowitzki the rebound.
And Nowitzki, one of those big guys at 7 feet who can rebound the ball and then take it down the court.
You know, because of the success the Suns have had with 3-point shots, Bob, it looks like they have stretches where they fall in love with those outside shots.
That could really hurt them in the playoffs.
Nowitzki
could really hurt him tonight.
4 to shoot. Chapman steals it from him.
Chapman's good at that. He will strip you when you go up.
Here's Kidd. Yeah, and a foul on Pack.
Pack tried to play defense that time with his hands rather than his feet. You cannot reach defensively. You move your feet and maintain. See him reach defensively with his right hand? That's not the way you play defense. You play defense with your feet. If you're in good position with your feet and you have any skill at all, you will react with your hands, but it's your feet that you must move. The game's all about position.
Kidd makes the 3-point play. Gugliotta back into the game for the Suns. He cut his left hand, apparently. Here's Pack on the drive. Robert Pack, nope, but followed in by Trent. 9 points for Trent.
Boy, Jason Kidd is really overplaying Robert Pack to his left hand, so Pack took it.
2-point lead for the Mavericks. Kidd guarded by Finley. Shoots on A.C. Green. Tough shot for Jason Kidd. He's got the last 5 Phoenix points.
He made a tough shot there, let me tell you.
The final seconds of the first quarter, no shot clock involved. Pack driving on Kidd. Hits the shot and draws the foul. Foul foul is on Manning. Danny Manning with his first, and Pack with a chance at a three-point play.
Pack did what you have to do down here. He was able to get to his right. When the foul is committed, make sure you get the ball up. Don't assume, well, I'm going to go to the line, so I'm not going to take the shot. It might go in. It did go in.
5 seconds left. Pack's got to do two things. Concentrate on the free throw and find Kidd. He makes the first one. Well, he goes and takes Chapman. Kidd being guarded by A.C. Green. 3 seconds. And a foul on A.C. Green is his second. The Mavericks are over the limit.
Oh, that really bails Phoenix out right there. That play. But see, Kidd makes that happen because of his ability to push the ball so quickly. He peels back to the ball, kind of makes a curl cut, takes the ball, and then heads up the floor. You have to be aware of that situation. That really helps Phoenix.
Kidd with 6 points in the quarter. It's a 2-point ball game with 2.3 left in the first. So the Mavericks have time.
Now the Mavericks have to do about the same thing. Try to get it to Pack and let him just drive it. See what can happen.
Pack across midcourt, got it away too late. Good first quarter for the Mavericks, having been played here in Phoenix, and Dirk Nowitzki is leading the way with 9 points. A 1-point Dallas lead.
And George McLeod that the Mavericks are going to have to be very conscious of as it relates to perimeter shooting. He's an excellent shooter.
He's guarding Finley inside. The Mavericks turn it over on an entry pass. And the Phoenix Suns with a crack at the lead in their first possession of the second quarter. Gugliotta guarded by Nowitzki. Garrity fires, and the Suns go up by 1. That's 9 for Garrity.
It's a good job by Gugliotta, the defender. It was a draw and kick type play. You draw the defender, kick the ball out to the open man.
Pack underneath. A.C. Green is open. Off the hands of Samaki Walker, out of bounds. Chris Anstey coming in for Dallas. And he replaces A.C. Green.
JD, I have to wonder if something's wrong with Sean Bradley that we do not know about. He's not yet played in the game, didn't start tonight. He's been playing quite well, been very consistent. Don't know whether he's fighting some kind of a problem or not.
We'll await word on Bradley if in fact there is a problem. Here is Gugliotta. And it's Walker with a rebound. Another good defensive job by Nowitzki. Pack gets inside on Kidd, off to Anstey, and the ball out of bounds to Phoenix.
Pack trying to make things happen with a dribble drive and getting the ball over to people. But you got to catch it and finish. As you look at turnovers, Mavericks with 7 of them.
Here's McLeod lining up with 3. George McLeod, his first attempt is in for 3, and Phoenix leads by 4.
Are we in the second quarter? Are we in the second quarter?
We are in the second quarter.
My goodness.
Walker against Gugliotta. Traveling on Samaki Walker. Phoenix with the ball, and this 4-point lead equals the largest for the Suns. 3 turnovers in this quarter for the Mavericks. We haven't even played 2 minutes yet. George McLeod around a pick by Garrity. Kidd slips the pass to Gugliotta, 5 to shoot, and Pack comes over the double team to knock it loose. It's out of bounds to Phoenix. After this timeout, they'll have just 2 on the shot clock coming in. 29-25 Suns. Quarter.
A 9-2 run for Phoenix. Dallas's 4 possessions in this quarter. 3 of them have resulted in turnovers.
2 to shoot. The inbounds deflected. Only 1 second went off the shot clock on that ball knocked out of bounds. Nelly's saying they're a little slow on the trigger. So now they've got 1 to shoot. Manning looks to bring it in. Kidd gets it away. And it rims in. It was knocked in actually by Samaki Walker.
I don't believe it. What in the world? Samaki put it in our basket, not theirs.
the rebound.
Good hustle by Anstey.
Finley. Tipped away. Pack hustles and tracks it down.
Mavericks need a basket badly with this possession.
Chris Anstey gives it to him. First 2 points for Anstey. First 2 points for the Mavericks in the second quarter.
Another guy at 7 feet who shoots a perimeter shot pretty well. I was talking about Phoenix. How about Nowitzki and Anstey shooting it well at 7 feet?
Kid leaves it for Gugliotta.
Gugliotta can do that too.
Robert Pack.
Walker had that in his hands. It got away from him.
We've played 3 minutes in the second quarter. Now Finley out to Pack. Look who's open. Nowitzki has it stuck on automatic. Dirks got 11.
Finley, good decision. Robert Pack, good decision. Frequently, it's the second man in rotation that is open and gets the best look at the basket, and you saw a good example of that. Not the first man, but the second.
Underneath is Garrity. Blocked by Walker. A foul on Walker. Garrity shoots 2.
Down low inside, Samaki Walker goes up trying to get the block, but commits the foul, which will put Garrity at the free throw line.
Garrity shooting for his 10th point already. Hubert Davis will be coming on for the Mavericks. So Garrity with 10. Dirk Nowitzki coming out. Davis in.
Garrity actually ended up here in Phoenix in that Steve Nash trade.
Right.
Garrity was drafted by the Mavericks, and then they traded Garrity with Mercep and Bubba Wells to Phoenix, along with an unconditional first-round pick for Steve Nash.
Garrity has 11, and the Suns own the 4-point lead with 8.5 minutes left in the half. Pack around the Anstey pick. Now to Anstey trailing, and a foul on Gugliotta. Chris Anstey on the line.
Anstey and a Kid were getting into it out front. Kid was pushing off with the left elbow, and then it looked like Kid just lost his balance going around the back of Anstey, but Anstey trying to set that pick. Good job going to the offensive board, got the ball back.
Chris Anstey off the bench has scored 3. He's a 71% free throw shooter. Here's Chris Morris entering the game for the Suns, and Garrity going out. He'll get a hand. The youngster with 11 points.
Chris Morris,
role.
He does 2 things, Jim. Chris Morris does. Number 1, yes, he shoots threes, and number 2, he dunks the ball. He left Auburn as the all-time leader in dunks and three-point shooting. It's almost an oxymoron, isn't it?
He hit a big 3 last week at Utah when it looked like Phoenix was going to win, but Malone made 3 free throws with 6/10 of a second left to win for the Jazz. Here's a foul on Anstey.
Anstey was trailing Gugliotta on the cut that time. When the ball goes away from the man you're guarding, when it goes away from him, you've got to drop toward it in anticipation that the man is going to cut toward the basket. It's starting to be a pretty good shoving match inside.
Kid missing, rebounded by Gugliotta. Mavericks have it though. Hubert Davis comes out up ahead to Pack. Anstey fires, and it rattles home. It's a 1-point Phoenix lead.
Mavericks have answered some challenges here in the second quarter, which is always a very good sign. They did that against San Antonio, and they did it last night against Minnesota.
And they won both of those. 11 to shoot for Manning. Manning guarded by Walker. Nope, but a foul on Walker. Samaki Walker with his second foul.
His second, 13th foul. Number 15, Manning, 2 shots.
Steve Nash in and Michael Finley going out for the Mavericks. Manning on the free throw line.
Mavericks not big now. They've got Nash and Pack and Hubert Davis in the game.
Manning.
We understand, JD, that there is nothing wrong with Sean Bradley tonight. He's okay. Nelly just made a decision that he wanted to go small tonight instead of with a bigger lineup. I'm sure we'll see him at some point in the ballgame, but that's the reason.
0 for 2 for Manning, but Gugliotta a recovery.
Don't let him get it back when they miss free throws.
33-32.
Very good. Hey,
Anstey with a steal. Oh, man, this is an accident waiting to happen. And McLeod coming back the other way for Gugliana.
That's a good play by Anstey in terms of hustling.
Oh, yeah.
He just got caught out in the open court, couldn't handle the ball. That's an honest mistake. You can live with those kind of mistakes. It's the mental mistakes that kill you.
Three-point game with 6:55 left in the half. Phoenix to lead. Robert Pack off the drive. Nice job by Robert.
Yeah, he scored a tough basket in traffic. And you see, once again, Pack gets to his right. When he gets to his right, he's just more effective doing that than he is coming to his left. He'll go to his left, but he's not quite the same.
6:37 for the half. Gugliotta trying to leave it with Morris. 10 to shoot. Morris guarded by Hubert Davis.
Big mismatch there.
Kids head and out of bounds right here. Gary Trent coming in for the Mavericks after this timeout. 6:26 left in the half. 35-34 Phoenix.
Unlike other
A lot of games.
Jason Kidd with Nash guarding him around a pick by Gugliotta. Spin move by Googs. Dumps it for Robinson. And a foul. Foul is on Anstey.
Pretty good ball movement by Phoenix that time. It all started with a double team out front, and that created some opportunities for Phoenix to find the open man. Robinson down low.
Dirk Nowitzki getting ready to come back on for the Mavericks. Anstey coming out with 2 fouls. Robinson on the free throw line, 1 for 2 in this game. 7 points scored.
Robinson's already in his 10th year in the NBA. He spent the first 8 years with the Portland Trailblazers and had 8 good years with them.
Loose ball foul on Gugliotta. And there's Nowitzki with that inside position. Second foul on Gugliotta.
Nowitzki back in the game and immediately makes something favorable happen for Dallas.
Hubert Davis. Robert Pack.
I think you got to look for Trent down low. You look for Trent, let him out. Oh, unless you get this guy outside. You get this guy outside, that's okay.
Good cover.
Yeah.
Good cover. Hubert Davis with his first 2. 37-36.
I want Hubert Davis shooting all the perimeter shots he gets.
Yes, sir. I'm with you. Gugliotta.
Good defensive sequence. Keep it up now,
He
Mavericks.
has no pass. Finally, he gets it to Kidd with 4 to shoot. McLeod steps free. George McLeod with 5.
Great example of that one bounce escape dribble by George McLeod. He's always done that very well.
Davis against Morris. 5 minutes for the half.
You see George McLeod on Robert Pack. That is not a mistake.
Trent missing the fadeaway, and Morris with the rebound. Jason Kidd on the move. Inside to Robinson.
Phoenix defeated Seattle the other night, and George McLeod in the second half took Gary Payton and shut him down. I think it's the added size that really affected Payton, and that's McLeod on Pack.
Phoenix has its biggest lead. Nothing there off the glass for Nowitzki. The outlet, Dirk wasn't ready for it. The ball out of bounds. Last touch by Phoenix, so the Mavericks have it. Dirk was turning to come back up the court, and he would have had a clean steal.
There's a little bit of a mental lull right now, a little bit of a lack of alertness, and it could very well be playing last night and traveling. It was the middle of the night when everybody got to bed again.
Nowitzki against Gugliotta. Pack off the drive, sets it up for Trent. Gugliotta the rebound.
Robinson hit a dry spell, and when you do, you go back inside.
Here's Kidd to the hoop. Jason Kidd puts Phoenix up by 7, their biggest.
When you get in trouble, don't work away from the basket, work to it. If you're having problems getting a basket, work to the basket so you can get to the free throw line. But don't work away from it shooting perimeter jump shots. There you go. There you go.
And a foul called as McLeod reached in on Trent.
That's why you do it, right there. You want the foul. When you get in trouble, go back to the basics, the fundamentals. It doesn't matter whether it's the basketball or the corporate world or real estate or what it is. Go back to the basics.
Suns have scored 8 of the last 10. Pack on the miss. Robinson the rebound. Now Kidd with a throw ahead to Gugliotta. Back to Kidd. Hubert Davis the steal. Nice drive by Pack. A good pass by Davis.
He's coming back with Michael Finley right now.
A little over 3 minutes left in the half. And a timeout taken by the Suns with 3:02 left. A 20-second timeout taken by the Suns with 3:02 left in the half.
Obviously a situation where Danny Ainge wants a set play. He wants to be sure that they're going to go to a go-to guy. I'm sure that it will involve Jason Kidd as one of the two people involved, and they'll spot up a shooter. You can't come off with a spot-up shooter in a situation like this. As you look at some of Phoenix's numbers, offensively, defensively, 4th and 23rd field goal percentage. They're 10th. Their defensive field goal percentage is 24th. Look at the three-point shooting. They're second in the league in that category. Defensive three-point field goal percentage, 27th.
They were a little better defensively the last couple of years than they are this season.
I think that's a very good point, and I think that's why they've lost more games, and they need to get refocused in that particular area of the game because it's just most important, especially if they have playoff aspirations.
52% shooting by the Suns in this game. The Mavericks at 47%. Finley did not get in the game because Phoenix took the 20.
Post-up Kidd against Nash.
10 to shoot. Nowitzki knocks it away. Robert Pack to the loose ball. Pack wisely takes it outside. Nowitzki on a three. Hey, Dirk Nowitzki with his second three-pointer. 14-point game for Dirk.
Good job of moving the ball by Pack. Good hustle coming up with a loose ball. There's another
He's with a steal ahead to Pack. He's got McLeod to beat. And Robert Pack with the layup. Good hustle by the Mavericks.
He almost lost it. I think he was thinking about dunk when he went up in the air, but it looked like he was going to lose control.
7 straight points by the Mavericks as they pull even. Kidd against Nash, slips the pass to Morris, and Chris Morris has the 2.
That's where Kidd can really hurt you when he posts up. He's an excellent passer, whether he faces the basket or with his back to the basket.
Robert Pack with 14 to shoot, less than 2 minutes for the half.
To the basket, Gary Trent.
Against Robinson.
Yeah, take Robinson to the basket.
Rebounded by Gugliotta. Jason Kidd storms it up. Outside shot for Robinson. He nails the 3. Clifford Robinson, that's that triple he's been looking for.
See, what Kidd will do is he'll take the defense all the way to the basket with his dribble penetration. And then when you go with him, everybody goes with him. Then they'll spot up a shooter like Robinson, and he gets a good look.
Full timeout by the Mavericks. Mavericks point guard Steve Nash.
In the month of April, the numbers beginning to improve. Better than 10 points a ball game, 4.3 rebounds, 7 assists. The shooting percentage also getting better. 44% from the field and an impressive 48% on three-pointers.
Mavericks coming out with Trent, Nash, Davis, Finley, and Nowitzki.
And still no Sean Bradley in the ballgame. He has yet to make an appearance. Mavericks are back right now with 4 of the 5 starters. Davis off of the bench in the ballgame in place of starter A.C. Green.
Phoenix with Morris, Gugliotta, Kidd, Robinson, and McLeod. Kidd guarding Nash. 14 to shoot for the Mavericks. Hubert Davis under to Trent.
That's where you go. Go to the basket when you get in trouble. Don't drift away from it.
It's 11 points for Trent. The Mavericks are within 3.
Excellent. Really good execution by Dallas. A lot of people involved.
Coming up on the 1-minute mark for the first half. Gugliotta Gugliotta. Nowitzki stays with him. And a foul call that will get Gugliotta on the line. Dirk Nowitzki has his second foul.
Watch the job here by Dallas. Hubert Davis with a bounce pass to Trent. Trent blows by the defender and the big-time finish. You just have to be a little bit more patient sometimes rather than to take the first shot that shows up. Another pass or two, you make the extra pass or two, and you may end up with an even better shot. See, Hubert Davis didn't have a bad shot, but he waited a little bit, made one more pass to Trent. Now you end up with a great shot.
Gugliotta with just 3 points tonight. Rex Chapman returning for Phoenix.
I don't think Kidd's been out of the ball game yet.
No, he's played every minute. Robinson leaves. In fact, Robinson goes to the dressing room. Gugliotta makes the second. 53.9 left in the half. Nowitzki on the point this time. Trent, guarded by Gugliotta, takes him on the drive. Nowitzki out of the corner, missing for three, and McLeod the rebound. 17 to shoot.
You don't want that lead to get up around 7, 8, 9 points.
Hit against Nowitzki. McLeod for three. Mavericks have it with 21 seconds left. Hubert Davis on the move. Don't need to be in a hurry here.
Absolutely not.
George McLeod trapped in the backcourt ahead to Kidd.
It'd be a shame if they score here. The Mavericks had a chance to score and cut the lead.
George McLeod for three. Nowitzki the rebound, 3 seconds left. And the first half comes to an end. The Mavericks very competitive tonight with this Phoenix team. They head for the dressing room trailing by 5 after leading by as many as 5. 50-45 the halftime score.
What Nelson did was to match them. Nowitzki with an excellent first half. You saw his line. He had 14 points, 5 rebounds.
Dallas in possession as the third quarter begins. Traveling violation is the call. So another Mavericks turnover. That would make 11 in the game.
That's not the start you want to get coming out of the locker room.
Phoenix up 5. Their biggest lead has been 7. Chapman knocked away by Green. And kick ball, though. It goes to the Mavericks with a new 24.
AC Green with the start here again in the second half because of the matchups that we just referred to a little bit ago.
Nash with Kidd guarding him and 15 on the shot clock. Around the pick by Trent. There's Trent with a shot to bring the Mavericks to within 3.
Good bounce pass by Nash to find the open man. That's the kind of pass you should use in that situation. You don't use a bounce pass over a big area on the floor. You use a bounce pass in close quarters.
Gary Trent has 13. Clifford Robinson with his first 2 of the second half. He's got 14 in the game.
Oh, I'll tell you what, you see Chapman get his hands off of Finley when he faced up. You can't have your hands on him when he faces up.
Finley rolls home the hook. Michael Finley, 6 points tonight. That keeps the Mavericks within 3. Garrity against the press finally gets it inbounds to Gugliotta.
Wouldn't be surprised if Don Nelson continues to go to the well with Finley operating against Chapman.
Gugliotta off to Garrity. And Garrity can put it on the floor and go. The basket is good, and a blocking foul. The foul on Nowitzki.
I almost get the impression that Don Nelson is building toward a technical. Garrity with a dribble penetration goes right by AC Green. Nowitzki late getting there. Gets called for the block.
I couldn't tell if he was in that no charge zone.
No, he was above that.
14 points for Garrity. But what he did do was turn as Garrity arrived. If he was stood motionless, he might have gotten the charge ball. Here's Finley coming out to Nowitzki. Dirk lines up a three and misses it badly. That one went splat when it hit up there as Kidd brings it back to the Suns.
Really inconsistent with that shot. Nowitzki, look out here.
Chapman still cold.
Rex Chapman is a guy, and I hope he heats up tomorrow, but not tonight.
Sunday when Seattle comes in. A.C. Green missed it from right to left. Kidd missing. Green the rebound. Here goes Nowitzki. Yep, and a foul on Kidd. Dirk Nowitzki has equaled his season high of 16 points.
Once again, I point out the value of going to the basket. Nowitzki with the ball to the basket. To the basket, guys. With or without the ball. Movement toward the basket. That's the goal. That's the objective.
Dirk on the line for the first time. So he raises the bar in his rookie year. 17 points in the game.
Mavericks need to, I think, make a marathon out of pounding the ball to Finley and or Trent. See what develops from there.
Kidd finding Garrity. Boy, Garrity is having a whale of a game as well. He has 16.
I wonder if Phoenix realized how good a player he was when they came away with him. He's 6 for 8 from the field. And we've seen him. This is the 5th time the Mavericks have played Phoenix this year, because there were 2 preseason games,
right,
and 2 regular season games, and this is the 5th one. There'll be one more next Tuesday night.
Kidd rips it away from Finley. Trent almost ran Robinson out of bounds. Garrity fires. Wow. Pat Garrity with 18. Timeout Dallas. 8:41 for the third, and Phoenix has equaled its largest lead. At Mach 3, the first triple blade razor. Then you won't be all tied up in knots. Dirk Nowitzki, what a game. And Garrity has matched him on the other side for Phoenix. Mavericks could use a hoop. Nash leaves it for Trent. 8 to shoot. Now Nash driving on Robinson. Trent gets it away on Kidd.
That was almost a must possession for Dallas. With momentum in favor of Phoenix and a crowd gradually getting very involved in the ball game. Big basket.
Trent has 15. Now at the defensive end, the Mavericks need to apply themselves. Gugliotta. And it's Finley with it.
Good effort by Finley on the defensive board. Excuse me.
Nowitzki being guarded by Kidd.
That's it. You take him down.
Dirk just muscles his way to the hoop, and he's called for the offensive foul. Nowitzki with his 4th. Robert Pack coming into the game for the Mavericks.
I don't know about that call. Nowitzki working against Kidd.
Donnie Nelson picks up a technical foul.
Told you there was one coming. He didn't get it. Nelly didn't get it.
Tell you what, he may not be the only Nelson to get one.
That's right. Well, it's a family affair.
Rex Chapman to shoot the technical. Through all of his shooting woes, his free throwing remains solid, 82%. And 60 to 54 Phoenix.
You can see the frustration in Chapman's face, as it relates to his shooting the basketball and his field goal percentage.
Phoenix the ball, 6-point lead. Mavericks with Pack, Nash, Nowitzki, Finley, and Trent.
Don Nelson continues to chew on the ear of that official.
Gugliotta to the hoop, blocked by Nowitzki, and Pack comes out on the move. Finley to Nash, who shoots for 3. Over the top, out of bounds to Phoenix.
That's that's one thing that Phoenix has not done here tonight. They are not giving Nash any shots, and that's because they respect his ability to shoot the ball. The block by Dirk Nowitzki, the last time down defensively, an excellent play against Gugliotta, a seasoned veteran.
Robinson guarded by Trent. Kidd comes back to Robinson, 9 on the shot clock.
Now you got the mismatch. You create the mismatch by doing what Kidd did.
Garrity hits again. Pat Garrity has 20.
The more I watch him, the more I see a young Tom Chambers.
There's a resemblance even facially.
Oh, yes, and a resemblance in the game, too.
62-54, the biggest lead of the game for the Suns at 8. Finley out to Nowitzki. Nash with 6 to shoot. Driving on Garrity. Nowitzki fires. Trent the rebound. Nash. Finley. Nowitzki against Gugliotta with 12 to shoot. And a foul on Gugliotta. The basket is good. Gugliotta with his third.
Robert Pack coming out of the ball game. He didn't want to come out of the ball game. Hubert Davis is in for him.
It's the rookie schooling the veteran in this matchup.
Yes, it is. Nowitzki, that's a good move. He creates a little bit of room with a bump. You got to separate from the defender, and that's what he does.
And he makes good on the free throw to complete the three-point play. 19 points for Dirk Nowitzki. Make that 20 points for Dirk Nowitzki with the free throw.
All right, keep going. Just keep going.
Gugliotta. He's going to start to assert himself now against Dirk at the other end.
Mavericks cannot seem to get over the hump here tonight.
Robinson the rebound to the Finley miss. Robinson dumps it off to Gugliotta. Nowitzki knocks it away from him. Trent saves it in play.
Defensive play by Nowitzki again.
Trent faced 16 to shoot.
Spacing was not good there for a little bit. Now Trent's got to take Kidd.
Yeah, but Gugliotta came over to help in a double team. 9 to shoot. Trent rolls out on Kidd. And in doing so, a foul on Jason Kidd. 3 fouls on Kidd. Third team foul on the Suns.
Donnie Nelson talking to Dirk Nowitzki right in front of us. Time to go. Ball is given to the guy out of bounds.
And Pack has it in play.
Golly.
5 minutes left in the third. Pack. Hubert Davis. Nowitzki. Nope. Garrity comes out ahead to Chapman on a run out. Rex Chapman with the dunk.
Chapman can really elevate. He'll fool you a little bit. He's always been an excellent jumper.
And the Suns continue to expand the lead. It's now at 9 with 4:40 left in the third. Trent. 3 to shoot. Chapman the rebound. Ahead to Robinson. Touchdown. Timeout Dallas. 4:20 for the third. The Suns with their biggest lead at 11. Out on Garrity. Robinson lost it out of bounds to the Mavericks. 45 for the third. Yep, a hoop makes it a 7-point game.
Got to capitalize now.
Phoenix in the second and third quarters tonight, 18 for 27 after shooting about 41% in the opening quarter. The Suns overall at 446 on the season. Nowitzki is fouled by Gugliotta. 2 shots coming for Dirk. Gugliotta has his 4th foul.
Had an inside pick and roll that time, and Pack got the ball over to Nowitzki.
Danny Manning ready to come back for the Suns. Samaki Walker ready to come on for the Mavericks. Dirk missed the free throw. He had made his first two. He's got 20 points tonight for a season and career high. Gugliotta out with Manning on. Trent out with Walker on.
Came away a little bit early. Nowitzki came away a little bit early from the shot.
Now he's got 21. And the Mavericks are within 8. The last Dallas win over Phoenix came in this arena back in February of '97. That's a 2 for Chapman. 70-60. Pack. Finley with Chapman on him. Manning a steal.
Got to get back defensively. Phoenix trying to move quickly now with shots.
Chapman for 3. Garrity the rebound.
Nobody went for the ball.
Robinson sets up Manning. Samaki Walker has it. Hubert Davis working around the pick by Walker. Into Finley. Knocked away to Nowitzki. Dirk puts up a sidewinder and draws the foul in the process on Manning. Second foul on Manning.
Finley did get a pretty good look down low on a jump hook down there.
Michael can't get his game going. He goes to the sideline as Nash returns. Dirk Nowitzki 3 out of 4 from the free throw line.
Mavericks need to hang around. Just have to hang around. We still have not seen Bradley in the ball game.
There's Sean Bradley.
Chris Arnold indicated at halftime that we would not see him in the ball game tonight.
Saving him for tomorrow night's third game in 3 nights. 70-62. Phoenix the lead in the ball. That would mean his matchup with Arvydas Sabonis and the Portland Trailblazers. Off the ball, we get an offensive foul call. It's on Garrity. Garrity with his first.
Garrity was operating inside against Nash, and he wanted the ball in there.
Nowitzki out right now. Trent has come on. 2:09 left, third quarter. A hoop makes it a 6-point game. The Suns have been up by as many as 11 in this quarter. 10 to shoot for Trent. Trent working on Robinson.
That's where he wants to go. Back to the basket.
Offensive foul on Trent.
That's still what you have to do. It's what you have to do here. Robinson helped it a little bit. He flopped a little bit on that contact.
Let's see if Phoenix can take advantage. Kidd on a back cut. Right down the middle. Kidd has 13.
Danny Manning, one of the finest big men in the league in terms of passing the ball, and he made a good pass there.
14 to shoot for Pack, who drives on Kidd. Nice move by Robert Pack.
He did beat Kidd. Crossover right to left. Once again, Kidd trying to force a Pack that way, and Pack showing that if that's the way you want me to go, that's the way I'll go.
Chapman guarded by Pack, 13 to shoot. Underneath is Kidd. Yep, the layup is good, and a foul on Nash. Steve Nash with his second, and Jason Kidd with a chance at a 3-point play.
The key to this play is not what Kidd did after he got the ball. It's what he did before getting the ball. It's what he did to get open. He made that jab step almost like a back cut on the baseline and then came back. That's what enabled him to get open.
16 for Kidd tonight. So he has his average, and the Suns are back to an 11-point lead. That equals the largest. 1 minute left in the third. Ball knocked away on a pass into Trent, but a foul call. The foul is on Robinson. 3 fouls fouls on him. Gary Trent shoots 2 as Phoenix is over the limit.
You know, Jim, if the Mavericks could just step it up a little bit, I mean, they've got a shot. I mean, they're down 11, I know, but they have not played a real good third period. They're not getting any easy baskets at all. And if you're going to go small with your lineup, then you've got to push the ball and try to get some easy baskets.
Nowitzki with 23 tonight, leading all Dallas scorers.
Let's see if Nelson comes with Sean Bradley now, because Joe Klein is coming into the game. Klein is definitely a center.
And he's replacing Robinson. Trent getting ready with the second free throw offering. Rebounded by Manning. Dirk Nowitzki will be back if there's time in this quarter. 50 seconds left. Pass to Manning out of bounds. The Mavericks have it.
Manning tried to make the back cut. Kidd anticipated the cut. He let the ball go, and that's what the passer has to do. Remember that if it's in the mind of the passer, it must be in the mind of the receiver. Manning started to cut and then hesitated, and that's what you can't do. You got to go all the way with backdoor cuts.
Nowitzki replacing Walker. 40 seconds for the third. The Mavericks could use a hoop this trip. They're down 11. Hubert Davis wheels on Manning and draws the foul. So Hubert Davis, a good free throw shooter, will be on the line. Manning has his third. Because of the depth of the Phoenix Suns, and they're playing tonight without their normal starting center Luke Longley, and they're still a deep team, nobody ever gets in foul trouble. You notice that?
Exactly. Well, there were 3 things they had to do coming into the season, they felt anyway. They had to replace Antonio McDyess, and they were able to sign Tom Gugliotta and do that. Secondly, they wanted to get a center. They wanted an established center. They do that by picking up Luke Longley. And third, they wanted to re-sign their best shooter and leading scorer. That was Rex Chapman, and they did that. But they're disappointed in the record. I think that has been a disappointment to them.
And Chapman, as we pointed out, has had an off year. So the 2 free throws by Davis make it a 9-point game. The Mavericks will get it again on shot clock possession. 13 to shoot. About 10 difference. Kidd. Manning finds Chapman, who shoots for 3. Rebounded by Trent with 12 seconds left. Plenty of time. Hubert Davis pulls up for 3. And the ball ends up out of bounds, belonging to Phoenix with 3.6 left.
There was no signal from either official that time. Kidd is very dangerous in situations like this.
Cloud is in the game. Klein is out. Robinson in. Garrity is out.
Well, that's so that Kidd can get the ball to a perimeter shooter. Pack has got to keep Kidd in front of him. Keep him and don't let him get by you.
And Kidd gets it away. Off the back of the rim.
You must see the whites of Jason Kidd's eyes. Do not allow him to get past you. Keep him in front.
Phoenix by 9 after 3. 3 to shoot. Hubert Davis under pressure against Robinson. Air ball on the bailout delivery, and it belongs to Phoenix.
Got to be aware of where that shot clock is. There is a cerebral part to the game of basketball. You have to play it with a degree of intelligence,
which is equal to the physical part.
You bet it is.
1 minute into the fourth. Kidd backing Pack down. Kidd flips out to McLeod. 6 to shoot. And the ball tipped out. A loose ball foul call as a paper airplane makes its way to the court. The loose ball foul is on Nash. Sideline out of bounds.
I think Kidd's gone all the way in this ball game, has he not? I don't think he's been out.
He hasn't. Kidd guarded by Pack. Robinson, or it's Manning guarded by Nowitzki. There's Robinson with a look at a 3, and he missed it from right to left. Nash leaves it with Trent.
up, you've got to have somebody go to the basket to be a rebounder. It may be a small lineup, but if you think you're small and can't rebound, then you're dead in the water. It doesn't matter. It's position.
That's Jason Kidd with the field goal. 18 points for Kidd. And Phoenix back to an 11-point lead, equaling its largest 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass goes to the hoop. Rebound snapped down by McLeod. An outlet to Kidd, knocked loose by Davis. Recovered by Manning. Under is Kidd on the setup from Chapman.
Offensive pressure with the ball. Once again, you lose it, you got to get back defensively. You cannot give up easy baskets.
The Mavericks take time. They trail by 13. Suns coming in tonight at the 8th playoff spot in the West. Kidd with a layup, which means they'll be having to deal with, in all likelihood, the Utah Jazz in the first round of the playoffs, providing, of course, Phoenix remains at 8 and doesn't move up.
Suns are picking the Mavericks apart right now at the offensive end.
8 to shoot. Davis with 4 on the shot clock. Here goes Pack. Nash just got it away. Hits the side edge, no rim. So the layup by Nowitzki doesn't count. 17 to shoot for Pack. It's Dirk Nowitzki. Rimming good. Boy, Dirk's just having a monster game tonight.
See, just that quick, it's a 10-point game. But now you got to realize it. You got to realize the importance. You've got to play D. You've got to give extra effort. You've got to, you don't accept losing.
27 points for Nowitzki. Robinson, nope. Walker the rebound. Pack sidesteps Kidd. Robert Pack trying to go all the way. Gugliotta the ball, and now it's Kidd advancing.
Pack gets that one, and this gets interesting. Look out here.
McLeod missing for 3. And on the rebound, a loose ball foul on Samaki Walker. 4 fouls on Walker. Timeout taken by the Suns. 3 minutes and 43 seconds left in the fourth. It's a 10-point Phoenix lead. Basketball.
You see, that's what I was referring to when I talked about the cerebral part of the game of basketball. It literally went to his head.
Phoenix to throw in, 24 to shoot, 3:43 for the game. Kidd guarded by Pack. Gugliotta blocked, but a foul on Dirk Nowitzki. 5th foul on Dirk. Gugliotta to the line. What a game for Nowitzki. 27 points tonight.
Yeah, nice job by Nowitzki all the way, right from the beginning.
Yeah.
He seemed to be into it. Guy at the free throw line right now, Tom Gugliotta, was the first ever All-Star selection for the Minnesota Timberwolves back in 1997. In 6 years in the league, he's averaged 16 points and 9 rebounds. Those are pretty impressive numbers.
But when he closes his eyes tonight, he'll be thinking of nobody else but Dirk Nowitzki. Because most of that damage by Nowitzki has been dealt up at Gugliotta's expense. 11-point lead. Samaki Walker blocked.
Samaki disagrees with every call that's either made or not made out there.
George McLeod with a touch to Chapman.
You don't disagree until you get a dead ball situation.
Foul on Anstey, who reached in to pop it away from Kidd. Chris Anstey with his 3rd. Jason Kidd shoots 2. Kidd with 22 points tonight.
Kidd, the leader in the NBA in terms of assists, at 10.7. He's 6th in steals. 4 times this year, Jason Kidd has played an NBA game without a turnover. 5 times he's played an NBA game with only 1 turnover.
And he's made all 6 free throw attempts. 24 points for Kidd. Suns by 13. Less than 3 minutes. Pack missing for 2. Nowitzki muscles it up and draws the foul. Dirk shoots 2.
The only thing wrong there with what Nowitzki did was, I believe he put that ball on the floor, and that's an area where you can't afford to floor the ball. It's a good job by Nowitzki inside, and a good aggressive. Watch him put it. See him put it on the floor? Not there. Don't put it down there.
McLeod called for the foul. Nowitzki making the free throw. 28 for Dirk. '29. I think it was the second game of the season, wasn't it, at Golden State, where he had 16?
Yes.
And that was his high all along up until now. Gugliotta off to Robinson for the dunk.
When you operate against a half-court trap, and that's what the Mavericks were in that time, if you can get the ball to the middle and the middle man can turn, you'll end up playing 3-on-2 or 4-on-3, depending upon the alignment, and Phoenix capitalized immediately.
And Robinson now becomes the third Phoenix player with 20 or more points tonight.
You got to go over the top. You go, that's where you go over the top.
Dirk going inside, knocked out of bounds with 1 on the shot clock. The Mavericks, oh no, it's out of bounds to Phoenix.
No foul on that play.
Apparently not.
My goodness. Well, maybe I didn't see it right.
Chapman. Gugliotta against Anstey. Kidd. And that's Nowitzki who knocked it away from him. 5 to shoot. Robinson. Walker the rebound. Back on the burn.
Whoa!
Off the hand of Hubert Davis, out of bounds with 1:44 left.
Mavericks playing a game of hot potato out there with that thing. Nobody hanging on to it right now.
Phoenix will square up its record at 20-20 and 10-10 on the home court. Jason Kidd with an open 3. Anstey the rebound. And Phoenix will assure themselves of a season series win against Dallas, having made it 3 in a row. Hubert Davis will be on the line to shoot 2 with 1:25 left. A foul on Gugliotta. Now Brown has come on, and also Marko Milic coming in, number 20. Gerald Brown, number 4, in the game for Phoenix.
And Milic in the game, a strong player, a physical type player, but he can shoot the basketball.
That was just the 4th team foul on the Suns, their first in the last 2 minutes. Chris Morris back in. Chapman is out. So the Mavericks have it sideline out of bounds with 1:25 left. Anstey working against Morris. Hubert Davis with a deep 2. 10 points for Hubert Davis.
He's an amazing shooter.
He doesn't need a lot of room.
No, he doesn't need a lot of room, and he's just a very competent shooter.
Nowitzki guarding Brown, 9 on the shot clock. 5 to shoot. George McLeod on a 3 ball. That's the second one by George. 8 points for him.
Extremely quick release McLeod has.
Blocking foul on George McLeod. That's the 15th foul. 3 fouls on George.
By George. You've been using that line for years. You know that by George.
As long as he stays in.
That's right.
We don't throw him away. You know that.
It does appear that what Nelson did when he removed Finley and Nash, he never did come back with those 2. It appeared anyway that he was immediately thinking about travel tonight in Portland tomorrow night at Reunion Arena. And Portland, as good a team as there is in the NBA. They're big, they're aggressive, they rebound the basketball. They've got an excellent point guard. They're a fun team to watch.
Robert Pack with a 3 the hard way. 92-81, 39 seconds left. Brown, a nice move. Morris with a 3. Pack the long rebound.
Watch Pack go to the hole. Oh, good job.
And it's Walker with a dunk, so Samaki Walker will not go away without a field goal tonight. 3 points for Walker.
That's what Pack needs to do more of. Did you see him pull up and wait for a trailer? He doesn't do that enough. He usually goes straight to the basket.
Brown missing. Loose ball recovered by Walker. 10 seconds left. Robert Pack with a gimme layup. About 7 seconds left, and the Suns will kill it in the backcourt. They don't have to advance the ball. So Phoenix continues to have the mastery over the Mavericks as they win tonight by 7, as it turns out. But for the first